Good morning, everybody. It's Wednesday here in Haiti. Some of you who follow us know that last week I had to shoot to the U.S. last minute, but I flew back to Haiti last Thursday, and I flew back to Haiti actually on a 77-year-old airplane. It's really kind of cool. It's with a service called MFI, which stands for Missionary Flights International, and they fly here to Haiti every week with these old World War II era DC-3 airplanes. They're just super solid and reliable airplanes, and it's really kind of a fun ride. So I thought, you know what, I'm going to take you along with me on the ride. So let's go. Good morning. It is 6:11 in the morning, and I am in Fort Pierce, Florida. So MFI is a service that is super helpful for us. They have boxes for us at the hangar here in Fort Pierce, and then we can ship stuff to them, and then they fly it down to Haiti at least once a week. So as you can imagine, if there's no postal service, this is a huge help for us. And then the cool thing is that if we happen to be in the Fort Pierce area and we need to go back, we can hop as missionaries affiliated with MFI. We can hop a ride with them and fly on back to Haiti. So I believe we're going to be flying into Cap Haitian first, and then to Pion, Haiti, which is in the Central Plateau, which is going to be fun. We're going to be landing on a dirt strip, and then we'll go into Port-au-Prince. As I understand it, that's the schedule. I'm going to check that when I get in there. I was there a little bit ago. I already confirmed.
Turn right onto State Highway 611, Keene Road.
I got myself checked in, and then what I did, I shot out to Starbucks. One of the things I try to do whenever I'm traveling is the last stop I make on the way back to Haiti is I grab Becca a venti iced Americano with 2 pumps of classic and cream. So I've got that, and I'm going to pop it in my Yeti bottle so it'll stay cold for her, and then hopefully I'll be delivering that to her here later today. So anyway, I'm going to take you along. It's going to be super fun. We're going to be flying in an old DC-3 from the World War II era. So it's going to be fun. Let's go on a ride. So when you walk into the facilities of MFI for the first time, one of the first things that you see is their slogan, "Standing in the Gap." And that's exactly what these guys do. There's a whole crew of folks serving in Florida, making it possible for families like ours to keep serving in Haiti, the Dominican Republic, and other places in the region. It would be hard to overestimate just how much ministry has taken place over the years because MFI has been faithfully in Florida, standing in the gap. Well, we got a problem with one of the engines, so we're going to hop off the plane. Like somebody said, I'm glad we found the problem here where we're on the ground instead of up in the air. So we'll see what happens. Okay, we get on the plane, all seated up. They fired up the engines, and one of the engines wasn't working right. So we had to deplane, and they did a little work on it, and looks like we're good to go. So I'm not too worried because I know how to swim. These are World War II era aircraft, so it's kind of interesting. So it turned out the problem was no big deal. It was just a fuse that was blown. Because these folks take maintenance so seriously, they keep a lot of the parts that they would need on hand. And so today we were back up and running in no time. Now, these planes fly a little slower than a typical airliner, so it takes about 4 hours to get from Fort Pierce to Haiti. Although this flight is transporting cargo being sent to the field, they're able to add and remove seats as needed to transport passengers too. Except for the cargo stacked up next to you, and the fact that it's one of the pilots who's actually serving you refreshments, riding on MFI is a lot like riding on a regular airline. Before long, the coast of Haiti comes into view. We first land in Cap Haitian. Located along the northern coast, this is the second largest city in Haiti. It's from this area that the first successful slave-led revolution in the world was launched at the end of the 18th century. and it's a beautiful city to visit if you ever make it to Haiti. The word Haiti is a Taino word that means mountainous, and you don't have to spend much time in this country before you see how it got its name. On the way out of the city, heading south, we pass the Citadel, an amazing fort built by Haitians 200 years ago this year as a way to protect themselves from possible invasions from the French. After a few minutes, we approached Pion, a small city in the central plateau of Haiti where fellow Dallas Seminary alum Caleb Lucian has a thriving ministry. It's always fun to land on a grass airstrip when you're on an international flight. Now this is a quick stop. The pilots keep the engines running as we drop off some folks and pick up some more before we make the final trip to Port-au-Prince. After a very short flight, no more than 30 minutes, we crossed the final set of mountains and Port-au-Prince comes into view. Home sweet home. It won't be long now before I'm back with Becca and the kids. Okay, we've landed here in Port-au-Prince, ready to go home. Okay, I'm home. I got her in Starbucks. It's good to be home. Well, I hope you enjoyed that video. It was a fun ride coming back here to Haiti, and I am so glad to be back here with my family, doing the stuff that we love here in this place that we love. Hey, listen, if you're interested in missions, or if you're interested in seeing what it's like to live as a missionary here in Haiti full-time, click the subscribe button. We got some more videos coming. We want to make sure we get those to you as well. And until next time, take care. All right, bye-bye.